Are you dumb? What's good, y'all? Back at it again with another reaction, and I am super excited to check this one out. I didn't get a chance to listen to Psychs' One Mic as a reaction, but when I finally did get a chance to listen to it, yo, let me tell y'all something. This young man is promising, and I do not doubt that this track right here is going to keep that promise alive. So listen, man, I don't want to hold you out too much longer. Let's get it. I'm liking this sound already. I didn't recognize that tag. I'm liking this sound already. Okay. These masks are very interesting.
We don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie, they keep capping. I don't really talk too tough, I spit and rhyme, I stick to the rapping. Everybody wanna be tough, the one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie, they keep capping. I don't really talk too tough, I spit and rhyme, I stick to the rapping. Everybody wanna be tough, the one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk. Stop capping, we know that you've heard of us. My guys, we ain't killers or murderers. Muck about, you can get hit, we'll get murderous. My brother,
His flow. What?
my guys, we don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie.
He got a little bit more of like an aggressive flow here. Then he kind of picks it up when the verse starts.
Stop capping, we know that you've heard of us. My guys, we ain't killers or murderers. Muck about, you can get hit, we'll get murderous. My brothers ain't playing, we merciless. Throw back to them days on the strip, we were innocent. Festivals still pull up and circle us.
What? Yo, so off rip, yo, I already know one particular artist who I really want to compare him to, but something else that he's reminding me of right now is like Gets maybe now, but in his younger years, if that makes sense. So I'm like taking Gets with his mindset and his delivery now, but putting it younger. Like he has the more laid back-ish delivery that Gets has now while still keeping like aggressive and fast paced. Yo, gotta raise this one up.
Stop capping, we know that you've heard of us. My guys, we ain't killers or murderers. Muck about, you can get hit, we'll get murderous. My brothers ain't playing, we merciless. Throw back to them days on the strip, we were innocent. Festivals still pull up and circle us. Them man are door, cause we haven't been tough. We've been doing nothing, they can't burgle us. We've been doing nothing, they can't burgle us. Throw back to the back street, on the back street, bad boys try to get us to burn to dust. Forget that, should've known you ain't burning us or hurting us. No, give me your beat in the mouth.
Are you dumb?
We've been doing nothing, they can't burgle us. We've been doing nothing, they can't burgle us. Throw back to the back street, on the back street, bad boys try to get us to burn to dust. Forget that, should've known you ain't burning us or hurting us. No, give me your beat and I'm marking it up. Oh, you're tired of noise, I'm turning it up. Oh, I just want cheese and I want to stack dough.
He said, you're tired of noise, I'm turning it up. That was clever, I like that.
Oh, you're tired of noise, I'm turning it up. Oh, I just want cheese and I want to stack dough. Oh, it's simple, just be quiet, you chatting a lot. You been gassing, cause you holding straps, now where I'm from, you could have bragging with dots. You're not hawker, you lie in your raps, I can show you the ropes, come and rap with the boss. This verse is so long and now I'm getting tired, I'm thinking of wrapping it up. We don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie.
That was an interesting way to end the verse and transition into the hook again.
Everybody wanna be tough, the one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in.
So something I really appreciate about this, right? So Psychs is a young guy, right? But what I really like is that you can tell that he may have a particular experience in terms of like what's around him, but he's not really trying to force that and like channeling that through the music. He's still keeping it very like, I don't want to say innocent, right? I feel like innocent has its own kind of connotations to it, but he isn't trying to force like a road sound, but still kind of letting you know that, listen, this is still what's around me kind of a vibe, you know?
That's why my guys, we don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie, they keep capping. I don't really talk too tough, I spit and rhyme, I stick to the rapping. Everybody wanna be tough, the one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk. This song ain't done. Nah, bro, it's far from over. I just proved that.
I like how the beat just kind of like mellows out just a little bit while he's saying like, oh, I ain't done. And like, you really want to hone in on what it is he's about to say, because that last verse was mad. So you know if they about to slow down that beat and let you focus on his voice, he about to deliver something. So I like that. And
the beat
is simple, but it's
that's why my guys, we don't talk. This song ain't done. Nah, bro, it's far from over. I just proved I can rap that American Yo, I did never spat to the culture. If me and bro act.
And you know what's funny? I was just saying in my head that I can really comfortably recommend him to my American friends. Like, he isn't really delivering anything that sounds super overwhelmingly UK. Like, I feel like people who are already starting to, like, trying to grow up and get over the accent thing, they're gonna be able to take in his music really easily, honestly.
The boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk. This song ain't done. Nah, bro, it's far from over. I just proved I can rap that American Yo, I did never spat to the culture. If me and bro activate them instincts, then it's peak, you might see Ultra. I only miss my target.
Ultra Instinct. I don't even like Dragon Ball like that, but that was nice.
Nah, bro, it's far from over. I just proved I can rap that American Yo, I did never spat to the culture. If me and bro activate them instincts, then it's peak, you might see Ultra. I only miss my target in music. Set me a bar to hit, I ain't over. Set me a bar to hit, it gets smashed. See me in person, your boy won't clash. He ain't never seen 100M, but I made him sprint that far in a dash. You should have seen him.
He ain't never seen 100 M's, but I made it sprint 100 M, 100 meter.
In music, set me a bar to hit, I ain't over. Set me a bar to hit, it gets smashed. See me in person, your boy won't clash. He ain't never seen 100M, but I made him sprint that far in a dash. You should have seen him trying to compete with the greats like you say, bro, with a flash. That boy was done in a flash. Your boy was not looking back, it's crazy. It's all facts, could be keeping it real here. Said I talk crap, but it's mad, come still here. You got adrenaline pumping, heart's been thumping, cause you got real fair. Bro's getting more of the cut if he bust that job, that's standard, we don't do deals here.
Listen, when I make this comparison after this, I hope y'all understand it, but he has more than potential. He just needs recognition. Cause this is mad.
It's all facts, could be keeping it real here. Said I talk crap, but it's mad, come still here. You got adrenaline pumping, heart's been thumping, cause you got real fair. Bro's getting more of the cut if he
I haven't caught a single delivery mistake.
Thousands may be a start, but the long term goal is to see some but we've been about this action.
Let me take that last part of the verse.
Keeping it real here. Said I talk crap, but it's mad, come still here. You got adrenaline pumping, heart's been thumping, cause you got real fair. Bro's getting more of the cut if he bust that job, that's standard, we don't do deals here. Thousands may be a start, but the long term goal is to see some but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie, they keep capping. I don't really talk too tough, I spit and rhyme, I stick to the rapping. Everybody wanna be tough, to one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk, but we've been about this action. Them man rap, but they lie, they keep capping. I don't really talk too tough.
There are two artists I want to see him collab with.
Everybody wanna be tough, to one of you speaks up when your boy gets banged in. That's why my guys, we don't talk.
There's two people I really want to see him collab with, and I think it would work. I honestly think that it could work. I'm gonna say three. There's three people I really want to see him collab with, and I think it could work really well. So in this channel, we hold the vowels. That means we're gonna get straight into it, and this one is right above a 9. Honestly, after hearing his one mic, this one did not disappoint me. This one, like I said in the beginning, it really followed through on what I thought I was gonna get out of this. Yo, this young man, he's very talented, yo. The highlight for this song is the flows. The flows were mad. There wasn't a single moment where I felt like he was tripping over his words. There weren't any flows that I felt like were unnecessary, had too many gaps in them, or had too many syllables. It just was perfect, and everything about it, top to bottom. His flow, A1. And what I really like about his flow is the way that he's able to go in and out of like the slower, more aggressive flows while still giving you the rapid fire flows in and out. Easily. Like I said during the reaction, this one reminds me a lot of Gets. Gets is one of those artists who I attribute that style to the most. And the fact that he's so young and he's able to flow like this, I can only imagine what he's gonna sound like as he continues to grow in music, as he continues to have more experiences, as his circumstance continues to change, and he just becomes more and more refined as an artist. The sky's the limit for this guy, yo. So the beat on this one wasn't super duper mind-blowing, but it was a very good beat. The choice of instrumentation was very strong. I like how he chose to use this kind of like almost classical sound. So that way it kind of shows you in a way that musically he's in a slightly different headspace than maybe some of the people in his age bracket. My favorite part of this beat was when the second verse was starting and the beat got a little bit quiet and it started to dial back just a little bit, and his voice became even more prominent and you had to focus in on whatever it was he was about to say. Pairing that choice up with his flows just made for the perfect delivery. Now lyrically, this one was insane. Again, for somebody his age, the fact that he's able to rap the way that he does, the way that he chooses to just barely teeter along that line of rude, which is what people want to hear right now, while still not forcing it. Like, I can tell he's not a violent guy. I can tell that he's not somebody who needs to push like a super duper drilly sound, but he can still give you what you want to hear in terms of like the sounds that are current right now. So what would have pushed this one closer to a 9.5 or a 10 for me? Probably would have been a little bit more wordplay. But honestly, I don't even think this song really needed more wordplay. I think that after a certain point in time, wordplay can become a little bit forced. So with what he was saying on this one, I think that the balance that he had was perfect. Now I don't know how a lot of people are gonna feel about this one, but Psychs reminds me a lot of Dave, especially when he was first starting out. And the reason why I say that is because Psychs gives me the same vibe as Dave in terms of not really wanting or needing to force a particular rude sound, because at the end of the day you can tell his head is in a particular place and that's not what he wants to portray. Also, the way that Psychs is able to start teetering along that storytelling vibe is why I also kind of compare him to Nux just a little bit. So based on what I was saying so far, Nux and Dave are two of the artists that I actually want to see Psychs collab with. I feel like especially with the kind of sounds that Nux constructs, he would complement Psychs really well. And the same thing with Dave. Dave is also very versatile when it comes to music, and then content wise all three of them kind of occupy that same space in that same bucket as well. Now the last artist that I want to hear Psychs collab with is actually Gets. I feel like with the way that Gets has been evolving this year in particular with his music, they would complement each other perfectly. Like I said during the reaction, Psychs kind of reminds me of like a young Gets. I feel like Gets could really push Psychs even more on the track and in a booth together, and their flows, I can see them kind of going in and out, back and forth, maybe like a 2 to 4 bar kind of a thing, especially kind of taking it back to their old school grime kind of sounds. But I can also kind of see them going like verse for verse too. One of the things that I really love about Psychs is that I can definitely recommend him to my friends. Like Psychs and Nux are two artists who I could say, yo, check this person out. And if I know that the person is mature enough to overlook the accent, that they could really take in what he's saying. All of those things being said, this one has perfect replay value. Yo, Psychs, if you're watching this one, keep it up. You are a star in the making. Your music is phenomenal. You have more than enough promise. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Do you think I missed the mark with any of these comments? Do you think I was dead on? And let me know who are some artists that you think Psychs reminds you of and who you want to see him collab with. And like a super optimistic bro, I think Psychs on a BK beat, that would be wicked. Shoot, imagine Psychs Dave on a beat by BK. That would be something. Hang tight for some more reactions. I do got more of those coming for y'all. But until next time, peace.